tell yourself, I am responsible. I am responsible. I picked this up from Brian Tracy, world-class OG of sales training. I am responsible for all of your problems in life, and I'm not going to lecture you about problems. And I'm at a blessed place in my life. I started off, I went broke almost in the business, failed out of the business. I've been through ups and downs. People have way harder lives than I had even back then, so I'm very grateful for where I'm at, and so please understand that. But you got to be responsible, because saying to yourself, I am responsible for whatever problems are, it empowers you. It does not let you be the victim or give you the victim's leverage to point fingers and blame others. And even if you're right, even if something happens, it's not your fault. Encapsulating the mindset of a victim never allows you to be free. Being responsible does. And even if something happened to you that wasn't fair, that life gave you a bad circumstance, saying and believing that you're responsible for your life and that you're empowered to do something about it is the first step out of the problems you're in. Okay? So what Brian would teach, if you read, I think it's called, I got the book up here, Advanced Selling Strategies. I think he talks about it there, some of his other books as well. I've read a good bit of them. Thanks, Dennis. What Brian teaches is you always say, I am responsible anytime you complain, anytime you find some problems, that kind of thing. And what you're kind of doing is kind of this process of repetition in your mind where you embed in the subconscious the idea that you're responsible for the outcomes in your life. And that when you start to believe these kind of like sayings that you start to rehearse in your mind, then invariably what happens is that you start looking for solutions because you are responsible. You believe the things that you say, and then you start to take action on the things that you believe, right? And I think this is powerful. It's empowering, it's freeing, and it allows you to be looking for opportunities for improvement. To not let the problem sink you because you're now mired in victimizing and blaming, which is the last thing you want to do, okay? So I am responsible. Also have a level of gratitude. I was thinking about this before I got on the mic here today. We live like kings, right? Even if things aren't where you want in your life, I think it's important to remember that the circumstances we live in are probably the best in humanity, right? We even in just middle class America, lower middle class, running water, heat, air conditioning, an overabundance of food, entertainment, we have it made. You just cycle back 200 or 300 years, man, the mortality rate of children was probably 50% plus. Women died in childbirth at a larger percentage. Tough times, right? Food was hard to come by. I mean, think about the life that we live. Even if you're not what we would define in today's terms wealthy, be thankful. I think having a sense of gratitude to where you've appeared in the scheme of humanity and seeing where we are now versus where we were 200, 300 plus years ago, further on than that, I think even if you're not happy with everything today, which is fine, there's still a sense of wonder where we're at. And I think having that sense of gratitude just is overall an important thing. To think about what's good, not about always what's bad, but what can you be thankful for? What are you blessed with? We all have an abundance of blessings, I think, if we look hard enough, thankfully. And I think that helps with that negativity that we can get mired down in.